Welcome to Mr. Complete, where curiosity meets reality and ambition turns into income. Have you ever noticed something strange? When you're struggling, nobody notices you. Nobody supports you. Nobody believes in your dreams. Nobody cares about your hard work. But the moment you become successful, suddenly everyone pays attention. People who ignored you start respecting you. People who doubted you start praising you. People who laughed at your dreams start acting inspired. Why? Because society respects results more than potential. And today we're exposing one of the coldest psychological truths about success: why nobody cares until you become successful. Part 1. The invisible phase. Every successful person experiences a phase nobody talks about. The invisible phase. This is the period where you work hard quietly. You struggle alone. You sacrifice privately. But nobody sees it. You post content. Nobody watches. You start a business. Nobody supports. You chase goals. People think you're unrealistic. And during this phase, it feels like the world does not care about you at all. That's emotionally painful. Because humans naturally want validation, support, recognition, encouragement. But success often begins in silence. Part 2. Human psychology respects proof. Here's the harsh truth about people. Most humans believe what they see, not what you say. If you tell people, "I'm going to become successful," many won't care. Some will secretly doubt you. Others may even laugh. Why? Because the human brain trusts visible proof more than future potential. People only believe after results appear, after the money, after the followers, after the success story. That's when society suddenly changes behavior. Part 3. The pain of being misunderstood. One of the hardest parts of ambition is being misunderstood. When you think differently, people often treat you differently. Friends may call you obsessed. Family may question your goals. Others may think you're wasting time. Especially in the beginning, when results are invisible. And this creates self-doubt. You start wondering, maybe they're right. That's why many people quit early. Not because they lack ability, but because they cannot handle isolation. Part 4. The New York reality. In New York City, millions of people are chasing dreams. Actors, entrepreneurs, creators, business owners. But most people only notice the winners. Nobody sees the years of struggle behind success. The late nights, the rejection, the loneliness. Society celebrates the finished product, not the painful process. That's why many dreamers feel invisible in the beginning. Part 5. Why support often comes late. This shocks many people. Sometimes strangers support you before people close to you do. Why? Because people around you are used to the old version of you. They struggle imagining your transformation. But once success becomes obvious, their perception changes instantly. Suddenly, you were always talented. I knew you'd make it. I always believed in you, even if they didn't. That's human psychology. People are naturally attracted to visible success. Part 6. The winners continue anyway. Successful people understand something powerful: validation is unreliable. If you depend on applause to continue, you will quit when silence appears. That's why mentally strong people learn to work without attention, without praise, without recognition, without instant results. Because they know the invisible phase is temporary. Part 7. Success changes social value. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Society often treats successful people differently. More respect, more attention, more opportunities. Why? Because success creates perceived value. People naturally move toward power, confidence, and achievement. That's why the same person ignored before success becomes admired afterward. Not because they suddenly became human, but because results changed perception. Part 8. The dangerous need for approval. Many people never chase greatness because they fear judgment. They want everyone's approval first. But approval usually comes after success, not before it. That's why waiting for support is dangerous. Sometimes you must believe in yourself before anybody else does. That's the real test. Part 9. The silent years matter most. The hidden years build strong people. The years where nobody notices you, nobody supports you, nobody cares. Those years build discipline, character, patience, mental strength. And often, those painful, invisible years become the foundation of future success. Final message. If nobody believes in your dream right now, remember this carefully. Most people only recognize greatness after it becomes obvious. That's how society works. So don't stop, because nobody claps for you yet. Because sometimes, the people ignored today become the people impossible to ignore tomorrow. If this message hit deeply, hit like, subscribe to Mr. Complete, and comment, "I will keep going." Because here, we don't just motivate people, we prepare them for reality. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.